What the haters talking about?
What's up, family? Lake County, Indiana Prosecutor Bernard A. Carter has a message for Illinois criminals. Come to Indiana with that mess, and we will get you. We will lock you up. We will ruin your day. Well, he ain't say all that, but that's pretty much the message, because he's going hard on criminals who come from Illinois, specifically Chicago, to do crime in Indiana and then try to escape back to Illinois. They got all type of technology now. They got these cameras that take the license plate numbers, and they can tell if that car has been stolen, if it's been used in a previous crime. They can tell who the car, whose name the car is registered in, and all that type of stuff. They can get a lot of information by checking that plate, right? They are also saying that they don't have the same limitations to go after criminals as Illinois does. For instance, when they're involved in a chase situation, they don't have to stop at the Indiana borderline. They can go over to, they're saying they're gonna go over into Illinois. A lot of criminals, they say, rely on them stopping at the Indiana border and allowing them to get away. They're saying no, they purchase these special vehicles, Jeeps and Chargers, and they're saying we're gonna use these vehicles to come get you. These vehicles, they say, can get up to 200 miles per hour. That will allow them to engage in pursuits, right? Successful pursuits. Whereas on the other side, in Illinois, they have a 14-point check system that they have to adhere to. So, and they also cannot chase criminals for traffic violations unless there is, it's a serious situation. And even then, it has to be approved by a supervisor. So, some things that I didn't know. I didn't know all of that. But in any event, they're serious about coming after criminals from Illinois and locking them up. And this prosecutor is not just any prosecutor. He's a black prosecutor who is dead serious about locking up black people who commit crimes in his state. I ain't got no problem with that. The problem that I have is when you have these black prosecutors who get the position and they are serious about locking black people up exclusively, right? They're serious about the status quo, serious about going after black people just like their white counterparts have throughout the years, just locking black folks up. I have no problem with a black prosecutor locking up real black criminals. But guess what, fam? Black people want to feel safe too. They've been able to spin this narrative like, oh, black people, they got a no snitching policy, and they must like crime in their neighborhood, and they must love living with criminals and living amongst criminals and all. No. Black people want to feel safe in their communities too. They want to be able to walk down the street without ducking bullets also. They want to be able to sit on their couch and watch a television program with their kids without people, hitting the floor because some damn fool is doing a drive-by, or just shooting, madly just shooting. Black people want to feel safe in their communities too. They want their children to feel safe when they walk to school, when they're at school, when they're riding down the street in the car in their neighborhood. They want to feel safe too. But see, they try to twist it up because Black people don't trust the police. And rightfully so, because the police don't really give Black people a reason to trust them. They actually give Black people reasons not to trust them. So when Black people don't want to talk to police, then you get the picture. Why the hell would you talk to somebody who you don't trust? For all you know, hell, they could try to set you up, go tell the criminal exactly what you said, because a lot of times, many of them work with criminals. They are the criminals. So, yeah, we want their asses locked up too, just like everybody else want them locked up. We want the bad guys locked up. We want the ones that's making our neighborhoods unsafe, that's making it unsafe for our women and children, and even our men trying to kill our young boys and our young men. We want their asses locked up, going around slapping up the elderly, making the neighborhood unsafe. We want their asses up out of here also. So, Black prosecutor, do your job. I ain't got no problem with that. My problem is with the ones who try to maintain the status quo. And it's a lot of them out there. So if he is going after them strictly because they are criminals and they are a danger to the community, and irrespective of their race, I'm cool. I ain't got no problem with that. But if he's targeting them and he's saying, I got a special hard on for these guys, then that's a different story. And of course, if you throw the net out there, all of these guys that get arrested are not going to be Black, right? You do have other criminals out there who steal cars and stuff. But let's face it, we're talking about Chicago, fam. And that's what they're focused on. They have a high concentration from people who live in the Chicago area. This is what they say. This is not what I'm saying. They have a high concentration of people who live in the Chicago area coming over to Indiana committing crimes. And so they are dead serious about making sure that they bring those type of people to justice. And I have absolutely no problem with that. But what say you, fam? Drop a comment. No more talk.
What the haters talking about?